Welcome back to another episode of The Final Approach. So I'm in the mission control and we have an interesting mission which is build a new orbital station around Gilly. Gives us a lot of money, and what I'm thinking is we have this Explore Eve contract. We're going to put them together. We're going to do that. So we're going to add that on. We have a bit of science to spend, so let's check what we can do with that. Is there anything we can spend it on? No, we do not have anything to spend that on. But maybe I'll tell you what, I'm gonna jump around, have a look at our bases and see our stations and see if there's any science to collect for there, just see if we can get any more tech done. So I will be right back after I've done that. Right, we had no tech, well, we had very little science available, so I've just left it. I think we had about 2 points of science, so I must have cleaned that out at the end of the last episode. I think for this mission we're actually going to need some scientists to put on that so we can actually get full bonus of it. So we have Thiuli. I don't want to send Thiuli to Eve and have him stay there permanently. So we're going to get a couple more scientists. Just bring them in. Alright, that takes our funding down a little bit. Now, this is going to be an episode of a few different things. Primarily, we need to have a look at what have we got active. So we've got to put a flag on the Moon. We've got to put data from the surface of the Moon. Do a complete scanner at rover ramp. We'll do that in a bit. The asteroid one, Gilly, comets, recover the module. So I had an interesting suggestion from somebody about the recover the module. So we're going to go and actually just check. Do I have a scientist or an engineer in that craft? You are an engineer, right? Mittler is on the surface of. Okay, so. The suggestion was, and I thought it was quite an interesting one, instead of trying to basically collect the capsule from the side of a hill, why don't we roll it down a hill, put somebody in it with a battery, get the SAS on or get the reaction motor on, and just roll it down the hill a bit. So I think I'm going to do that. I think we'll give that a go. This is probably going to go horribly wrong, but we'll try it, I think. If Mittler dies, well, we can always get another one, I suppose. Yeah, we got plenty of engineers there, so we're going to do that. Right. Oh, the other thing is, I will talk to you while we're there about some other stuff. Right, here we are on Minmus, and I actually want to rename this. So because it's somehow got random names, and it also doesn't have the logo I want it to have because it is a rover. So we put the rover on there. We're going to call it the Banana 3 rover. I can't remember what the craft actually is now, if I'm entirely honest. So the plan was, can we take one of these batteries, stick it on here? There's the hatch. So let's EVA you. Yep, that's good. All right, and I want you to do some construction. I want to take that and I want to put it on the back of there like that. No, like that. There we are. Right. Next step. We're going to come out of that. We're going to let go. Oh, we're doing a bit of glitching. Oh, hello, thank you. There we go. Mittler, come on, don't die. Oh, you put your head through the side of it. Woo, no, go back, go back. Why is it always in the dark in Minmus? Why are we always in the dark? Right, can I actually get into you? Grab? Can I board? Can I go? I can board. Right, we've boarded. Right. This is potentially going to hurt Mittler. No, there we go. Right, I want to, there we go. No. Right, we just want to, you know what, bit of fine controls. There we are, caps lock, that's the one I want. And we want to, what's his power like? We need to keep an eye on that actually, don't we? Where's my thing? Right. Right, his power is not great, but then that actually was what was already in the thing. So what if we just help him along a bit, and then is that the right control? Do I want to do? I want to do that. No, I don't. I want to do that. No, that. There we go. No. It is very difficult to roll the way you want to roll when the craft isn't actually a tube. So it's a bit like the egg situation. Everybody doesn't know. This is going to be an episode about eggs. I can feel it already. If you didn't know, eggs are shaped the way they are so that they actually roll back towards the nest if they come out of it. So if you ever take an egg and put it on a slight hill, you'll actually find that it will roll to a stop. It will not roll down a hill. properly. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure somebody's going to do that now and just send me a picture showing that that's a load of rubbish. But if you've got a slight slope or you knock it out of the nest, it's supposed to, shall we say, just. Why are you going this way, please? There you go. We got. It would have been better if I'd have actually attached the rover to you, hadn't it? Yeah, if I'd have strutted the rover. Is the rover coming down as well? Oh dear. I forgot the rover was being held up by this thing. Okay. That's going to be interesting, to say the least. Do that. Put that there. Here we go. A bit more rolling. This is going to take a while, isn't it? I can see this now. How far away are we? We are, whatever that is a long way away. Right, we're 3 kilometers away from that thing. Where's the rover? The rover is definitely coming down. And no, wrong way. No. There we go. That's it. So when it's facing me, I need to. There we go. Not like that though. That's wrong. Right, there we go. Start the roll. Start the roll again. There we go. That's it. Right, Mittler. You know what? I wish you were a pilot right now, because this would have been a lot easier. There we go. That's better. That's better. We're just gonna fly. Are we flying? That's. This is a long way to roll. I may voice over this bit. I may speed you up it and see you when we get to the bottom, because this is gonna be. No, other way. Where's the? Oh, it's coming with us. Oh, that's good. At least I don't need to worry about the rover being stuck at the top of the hill, I suppose. So that's a positive, isn't it? Get that down. Get that down. Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's it. And then start rolling that way. Oh, so I will speed you up this bit and voice over the top, and yeah, I will see you hopefully at the bottom. So going down that hillside was problematic at best. One of the big things I actually didn't take into account was we don't have a pilot on board, and when you don't have a pilot on board and you've got just a control or command capsule like that, even with fine controls on, it likes to spin out of control. The other thing I didn't think about was the shape of the capsule, which is, as I said actually in the video, it's a bit like a shape of an egg. So it was constantly rolling onto its sort of self. I did get a few points where you get to a certain speed and it actually doesn't matter, or if you put the point into the hill, as it were, or away from the hill, you can actually get it sort of not careering off in one way or the other. But the big problem was that if it did start to do that, actually controlling it with the sort of the different directions of control, because it was spinning, is actually really quite difficult. So yes, it did do a few flips. We've got all sorts of things going on, but we did manage to finally get it down the side of the mountain. I don't know if I would do it again, but yeah, back to past me. Well, that was an experience and a half. I'm not entirely sure where the rover is. It may have gone, it may have vanished, it could be somewhere around here. I don't know anymore. I think it's probably up there somewhere. In fact, let's put this on. Oh, there it is. It's 1.3 kilometers up the hill. So we came down at least 1.3 kilometers down that hill. Okay. Yes, that was an interesting experience, wasn't it, Mittler? Yes, it was. You're not getting back in there at all, ever. So now all we have to do is get something to pick this up that's on the ground. So I wonder whether we send down like a really cool like crane thing that picks it up and carries it somewhere, or do I just, I don't know, do I just build a ship to come and get it with a claw on the end or something that we can move around? I don't know. Suggestions down below. So we've already had the suggestion of rolling this down to the flat bit of ground. That's good. Let's see. Does the rover have a? It does have control. Does it? Can I turn the brakes off? Can I turn the brakes off? No, I don't, because I have no control. Okay, so that's just sliding there. So tell you what, let's just physical time warp that down and see what happens. It's moving at an exorbitantly slow speed, but it might actually make it all the way down to the bottom if this slope continues. That's interesting. So it's keeping a pretty consistent slide. That would be really funny if it managed to make its way all the way down. So, as I probably said in the speedy up bit, it would be really good to get your feedback on the series. It's really good to get your suggestions. The rolling down the hill was a really interesting suggestion. It would be interesting to see what you want to go with next. There's a part of me that wants to actually maybe pause the series or reduce the episodes or something like that. They are quite long episodes. And so it'd be really good to get your feedback on that, whether you want just little tiny clip bits of episodes sort of sped up, things like that. If you want just voiceover episodes, it'd be really nice to actually get your feedback on that. So I'm going to let this glide its way down to there, and then we will get on with our next task. Right, I'm just going to jump back now because this has been, I've been watching this, waiting for it to get to the bottom of this hill, and we've been power sliding down this hill for quite a while now. I don't know if you can look at the clock, but it's taken a while. It's taken, I think, about 7 or 8 minutes, and I've just been sat looking at it, which is probably not the most constructive of things to do, but it's actually really interesting to watch because it is not diverting off. I would have thought the wheels, even though they're locked, would have actually caused a bit of movement to one side. It doesn't seem to have had that, which is quite interesting. We are starting to slow down now as we get to the bottom, but it pretty much, yeah, we go, stopped, wonderful. Yeah, it pretty much stayed stable at speed all the way down there, so that was that's quite interesting. Right, let's get back to the Space Center and let's do something a little more constructive, I think. Right, we're back in the astronaut complex, and what I'm thinking is, right, who are we going to send on our Eve mission? It's going to be Val. It's going to be Thiuli. Those are 2 definites. They're going to go and they're going to come back. Those are my return team. So there's going to be 2 people, possibly a third, possibly take another pilot. I don't know. We're going to have the 2 scientists on a station. Now the question is, do I leave an engineer with them? I think I'm going to take Leela just because she can come with Thiuli and Valentina. But do I send an engineer to do work on the station if needed? I don't have a spare one. I do, however, have another pilot that I could get. We could actually sacrifice, put you on the list. I'm thinking about it. So we're looking at 5 people right now. Right. Now, the mission requires that we actually have capacity, I think, for 6 on the station. And it has to stay stable for X amount of time. So what we'll do is we'll take the whole craft into Gilly's orbit. And then it'll complete the mission, hopefully, and boom, boom, sorted. Wonderful. It's going to be a bit of a big one, though. So what tech do we have that we can use? Do we have nuclear? We have nuclear. So we're going to use some nuclear propulsion, but we don't have all of the bits that I would really like. So we're going to think about that for the next episode. We'll probably do a bit of a build-ode at some point with that. Oh, we've finished a contract. Recover modules. We've got that. Yes, well done. Thank you. Right. We have some other missions that I do need to tick off, shall we say. So we've got the plant flag one, which has got 9 years on it. We've got the rescue Kerbal. Where's that one at? Where are you? We've got recover that module we need to work on. I think we'll do an episode on that. Rescue Hoodwig. I should really just do it because it needs done. So I'm going to grab a craft. We'll send it up there. We'll go and grab Hoodwig. And I think that'll be the episode. Here we are on the launch pad. I have modified our, I think it's the banana 3 or something. So this is now basically been stripped down. We've got the chlorin because I think we're going to try and bring his pod back, actually. We're going to try and grab it and bring the whole thing back. We'll see if we've got the Delta V for it. So we're going to launch this. Let's get going. Thank you very much. And see how we go. I have thank you, Joe. When you're supposed to be a pilot, stop looking so scared. My lord. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. It started on the middle. I have not updated anything. Why is it starting on middle throttle? That's interesting. I must have... Some setting has obviously changed, so it goes back to the old default middle. Weird. Very weird. Right, we'll just turn over a little bit. I should probably put my maneuveries on. Right. Yeah. Let's just bring that... Oh, not down like that. Need a bit more control. There we go. Right. So aim here is get into orbit and get to the moon pretty much as quickly as possible. Would be nice. Let's put us on prograde for now. Let's have a look. So I don't know what sort of orbit we want to look at. Now, what are the changes we've made? Well, I first of all have changed this a little bit. You see I've put my RCS ports at the top there. We've got RCS ports at the bottom, little ones there, forward, backwards. I also took this to bits, get rid of those, took this to bits because I noticed that when you have this decoupler underneath the heat shield, the nodes for the decoupler bottom and the nodes for the craft bottom for some reason are both showing through. So I think we were actually attaching the tank to the bottom of the craft for some of the issues that we had. So I need to be aware of that, I think. Oh, get a bit more thrust in there, Sea Monsters. That's worst launch ever, actually. Let's just pull it that way a bit. Yeah, just pull it back a bit. There we go. No, I want to do that. There we go. Pull it up. Get a bit of that. There we go. So this should get us into orbit, hopefully. So yeah, as I've said in the other parts, please comment down below what would you like to see. Do you want to see just missions like this? Do you want to see random ones? What do you want to see? Do you want to see voiceovers of bigger missions? One of the thought process I do have is, do I do, for example, the Eve mission? Do we actually split that off and have like 4 or 5 missions doing Eve and exploring Eve, or actually all of our Eve missions we just do in one go? We just get all the tech we can and just keep going to Eve until it's done, and then when that's finished we then go and explore the next planet and do them as little mini series within the series, maybe? I don't know. You tell me. That would be good to know. So there we are. We're actually going to be up in orbit, are we? I can't even remember what orbit is in Kerbal. That's terrible. Just fire that. There we go. Take it up to, yeah, about there. It's fine. Right. So there we go. We're going to put this into orbito. Do that. I want, how much do I need? There we go. Okay. What's that going to do for me for periaps? That's okay. That's fine. I do not have the ability to put myself onto maneuver nodes yet. So we've got 500 meters per second delta V requirement. We have that in the tank and then some. So this tank can actually do as our transfer to the Mun, which will be fine. And then it gives us loads of fuel once we get there. So that's okay. This should be a nice easy mission. So yeah, it would be good to know. Do you want us to just sort of almost pause the rest of the series while I do, say, Eve stuff, and then do the same with Juno and just have sort of subsections? Or do you want to see it interspersed with other things? I know messing around in Kerbal sort of sphere of influence it can be a bit boring for some people, but a lot of it has actually been new missions for me, so I've actually found it quite interesting. I know some of you will probably not have found it interesting. Let's time warp this a little bit now. So yeah, it'd be good to hear your feedback, or even just suggestions. Or would you like to see the series basically be turned into sort of a challenge series where I try and just, you know, tech doesn't matter anymore, builds just you know, important, so we just go, let's say, forget the contracts, give ourselves infinite money, almost sort of like an old sandbox save, and just go for it like that? Or what would you like to see? Because I think that would be the thing I would be interested to know. What sort of series do you want to see? Or do you want more of a storyline to it? You know, have we... Oh dear, that's gone horribly wrong. Right. Well, I guess we're going to be... that's a staging issue we've got, obviously. Let's put this in here. I don't know if we can still complete this mission. Possibly still complete it. Probably can, actually. It'll be tight. But we'll try. We'll try and bring it. If not, we can bring the craft to the space station. Oh dear, that's what happens when you talk while you're trying to fly stuff. You hit the wrong button. So instead of firing the engines, I fired the staging. Well done, superb. That's actually, playing RP1 has actually done that. I've got used to engines just being triggered by staging. And there we go, that's enough. Right. So with us in orbit like this, I'm going to cut this one here. It's been a bit of a weird episode, I know, but it's very much about a sort of an announcement. You know, what do you want from this series? So give me the comments down below. Everything will be listened to. If you've seen in this episode, we rolled a craft down the side of a hill because somebody suggested it. So yeah, next episode we're going to see if we actually have enough fuel for this mission. I think we might have. I hope we do. We should do. But again, my stock KSP play is not as good as my RP1, I think, so we will see. So, until next time, have a great one.